Hotshots. It's bound to get heavy. Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother.
Welcome to BBA Daily with Zibby.
Big brother, big brother, hotshot. Big brother, hotshot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's Big Brother like you never seen it, feel it. Hotshot. Big Brother Hotshot.
Let the conversation begin.
And indeed it has. Good morning, you're tuned into BBA Daily with your girl Z-I-B-B-Y, Zibby. That is what I go by. Absolutely lovely, lovely morning in Nigeria and all across Africa. I'm so sorry guys, I've been having some serious computer software problems. It's been crazy and I'm actually still having those problems right now. I think I just need to, try to sort it out so I can deliver the best of the podcast like I try to do. Okay guys, beautiful morning, but it's not great news coming out of Zambia this morning. Unfortunately, the Zambian president, Michael Sata, has passed away, aged 77, in a hospital in London, United Kingdom. It's a sad situation for Zambia, and we are sending our condolences to all Zambians all across Africa, all across the world, wherever you are. It's a sad day for Zambia. I recall a previous Zambian president had died in office, and it just brings back a lot of memories for the Zambian people. But you know what, my people, be strong. It's only going to get better. And if you recall, the Zambian independence was a few days ago, so it is a bit of a sad time for the Zambian people. But you know what, like I said then, thanks to the words from Maki 2 from Zambia during the presentation, he did that song called Africa, Your Time Is Now, and it's just so inspiring. So I'm saying this to all Zambians, all Africans: Africa, your time is now, my people. Okay, let's move on to the Big Brother Africa house. BB Hotshots. Have you guys really noticed the way the housemates say we're hotshots, we're hotshots? I don't know, but does that really mean anything? It's just the title. I mean, last year it was Big Brother Africa, The Chase. The Chase housemates go on saying we're chasers, or we're mates. And then, there was Star Game. Did they go around saying, oh, we're Star Gamers? Like, I don't get it. Hotshots is just a title. It doesn't necessarily mean that housemates in here are, hotshots, I think. Okay, it just, got me thinking, because I've seen a lot of housemates say we're hotshots, we're hotshots. Well, I guess everyone from us can say we're chasers, we seek for love. Okay, moving on. It's so much drama in the Big Brother house. It's like every day there's something that just shocks us and we go like, whoa. Friday night after the party, it was, the energy of the party wasn't too great, but it was certainly better than the previous week with the ridiculous costumes, ridiculous lights, and blah. So yeah, some housemates did get to partying really hard, and some housemates, Lavina in particular, took the party, to 3 different places. She took the party to her room. She took the party from the jacuzzi apparently to the toilet and into the room, and unfortunately some housemates were not too happy about the party going on in the bedroom. I wouldn't be as well. Idris and Goitse. Idris, dude, you need to grow some footballs, like seriously. Get over it. You cannot force someone to love you. I love you, Idris, but you're seriously getting on my last nerves. Idris is still going on and on and on about Goitse. I mean, and funny thing was, when Goitse says, oh, Ella loves you, people use that word love anyhow, don't you think? How can you just love someone, or how can someone just love someone under 5 seconds? That's ridiculous. Goitse says, Ella loves, yeah, you could go after her. Now, the easiest way to get rid of a guy is push him onto another girl. You don't need to say it, just do it. So I believe that's what Goitse was trying to do. I like Goitse, by the way. And Idris says fuck you to her. Oops, I shouldn't have said that word. But you know what? I can't go back and edit because I don't have the time. So I'm sorry about using that word, but I'm just saying what Idris said anyways. This is a one-take thing, so I can't go back to edit because it just takes too much time, guys. It's daily. Okay, so after saying that to Goitse, he walks away and he's fuming, and then he breaks the door upstairs, and I'm like, oh my days, drama. I think Idris is acting though. I like Idris, but I mean, seriously, get over yourself. He just came into the house to game plan. I keep saying this. Opening night, he told Ike his strategy was to use the girls, and he picked Goitse. Unfortunately, Goitse is a tough chick, you know. She stands in her own, she knows what she's there for, and she's not going to let anyone use her. So I think maybe Idris should have, you know, gotten someone else to be his prey. But to be honest, I think the girls this season are a lot more mature than the guys. The girls have been, you know, most of them have behaved well. They're focused and they're not getting themselves distracted by anything, but the guys are. It's weird. So anyways, Idris is upset. He's almost crying, and then 265, Mr. Village Town Crier, rushed out and says Lavetta is, you know, having a party by herself, and that was just terrible. I thought it was really unfair. I think in the Big Brother house, certain things all across the seasons, certain things have happened in the house that the housemates have been very careful about coding from us. So sometimes we don't even know. Then when they come out, we hear that happened. But in the house, the housemates sort of cover up themselves quite a bit. But this time, for some reason, it seems like people are so desperate for the money. 265 basically came out and announced to cameras what was going on. And that was like, oh my goodness. And Idris was fuming. Thing is though, did anyone see the housemates try to restrain Idris? And, you know, I don't know what Idris was going to do. Was he going to go kill Lavita or something? You know, I don't get it. But Alusa was holding Idris. You know how people are, oh gosh, it reminds me of secondary school. When maybe two guys want to get into a fight and then their friends are holding them back, but some still kind of want them to fight, so they're holding them in that way, like, oh yeah, go fight, but oh, don't fight, but they're egging them on. That's what Alusa seemed like he was doing to me, like, because they're holding Idris but not in a tight way. 265 actually, he might be, you know, the one who said everything all out in the open, but he did try to restrain Idris properly, because I don't know what Idris would have done. He possibly could have gotten a strike and then been sent home, because he was really, really mad. I don't know if he was that mad or if he was acting, but he was mad, and I can understand, because earlier him and Lavita had that conversation about their country, and he said it was like the first time they were having a conversation, like, you know, proper country mates and stuff, and he was telling her about, you know, she was still going to be there, and, you know, they should be proud of their country, their country should be proud of them, they had survived the evictions and stuff. And you know, when you have that sort of deep conversation with someone and then you hear that they're doing stuff like that, yeah, it just gets a bit too much. But at the end of the day, Lavita was drunk and she's a grown woman and she's got every right to do whatever she wants. It's her body. I just wish she had been more discreet. Anyways, some housemates like Samantha and Prometheus and Casey, they just kept going on and on and on about it. It was so annoying. Like, dude, shut the flip up and mind your business, okay? You guys probably do it anyways. We just haven't seen. Okay, so on to the extravaganza. Team Forest Fantasy and the Candyland. To be honest, I did think I kind of understood the Candyland Fantasy a bit more. Maybe that's because I paid more attention, because I was in and out of the house, you know, during the extravaganza for the Forest Fantasy. It took a bit long. So, but hey ho, you voted, apparently, and you decided that Team Forest Fantasy was the winner, so they were safe from nomination. So once again, Trigaza, Butterfly, Sipe, Goitse, they do not know what it's like to be up. I think it's a stupid thing. Everyone needs to know what it's like to, you know, be nominated. But hey ho, I don't really mind Trigaza. I really like Trigaza. You know, we might just sit down here and at the end of the day, Trigaza will walk away with 300k. I'll be like, Trigaza, boo, I was your girl. I rooted for you outside the house. With a bandana, of course, and that's how I'm trying to sound ghetto, so I'll just have like a red bandana. Team Bandana. Shout out to Poppy Love on Twitter. She's a huge Trigaza fan. Trizaga. You know what? I asked Mira from Mozambique, and actually the pronunciation of Trigaza's name is Tresh Agar. Tresh Agar. I sound Portuguese. Tresh Agar. Okay, moving on to Sunday. Lavita was evicted, not surprisingly. Some certain things just don't work well with Africa, and when you do them well, you're home. Or maybe it doesn't work with Biggie. It's hard to tell. Okay, so Lavita was evicted, and JJ's best friend, of course, Alusa from Kenya, also got evicted. You know, when the season started, if you recall, in episode 1, which was done a day before opening night, I did say it was unfair of Alusa and JJ to come back, and it would count against them in a bad way or a positive way. Positive ways, they might have an advantage of what it's like being in the Big Brother house and have an edge over the other housemates. But then the audience might not feel them as much and feel like, you know what, you guys had a chance, what are you doing back there? And it might affect them negatively. And I think that's part of the reason Alusa went home. It definitely affected him in a negative manner. To be honest, I know I bitch a lot about... Sorry guys, I know I talk a lot about JJ and stuff, but I think I did prefer Alusa, because Alusa gave us stuff to talk about. JJ actually also gives us stuff to talk about a lot more than a lot of the other people in the house. People like 265. Well, 265 is giving us a lot to talk about right now because he's very sneaky and he's like the gossip that knows what is going on everywhere in the house. So if you missed it, just ask Mr. 265. If you want to hear it, just listen to Mr. 265. Okay, so, but there are some other people in the house that haven't done much. People like Arthur, Butterfly, Sipe, Mambi, Trejaga. He doesn't do much, but the little he does is just so funny. So I'm gonna leave Tregaza out. Trishagar. Yeah, so there's some other people. Butterfly, we haven't seen anything from Butterfly, to be honest. It's just weird. Like, people are in the house, but they're not really there, if you know what I mean. It's like, they're just sitting there, and they don't do much, and they're just having a free pass. Oh, yeah, Louis. I forgot Louis as well. Oh, that's not good, is it? Okay, so, where was I? Okay, so, Alusa, unfortunately, got sent home. And good news, guys, we're gonna have Alusa on BBA podcast very, very soon. And of course, our own sweetheart, Africa's sweetheart, Esther, aka Miss Small Pepper, we're gonna have on BBA podcast very soon. So don't miss those interviews, because, you know, there's so much we want to know, so much we want to talk about, so much we need to find out, guys. So much. Okay, so. Nominations. Sheila was packing the nominations this time, bruh. She was just getting those nominations left, right, and center. I look at Sheila and I find it hard to believe she's 21, because she's so... In Nigeria, you say someone's open-eyed. Like, she's so wise for a 21-year-old, which is good, but sometimes she is a bit too much. And, you know, the game she played, it was hard to imagine she wouldn't be nominated. Come on, I mean, you can't do that and not think you would be free. So I believe the game had a lot to do with the nominations she got. A lot of people weren't too happy about it. But what I don't understand about the housemates is, if you're not happy about something, why don't you say outright then? Why do you need to go back and regroup and gang up and talk about it before you're sure of your decision? I think it's ridiculous. If someone said something to me I didn't like, or was saying something to someone and I didn't like it, I would say immediately, and then at the end of the day, it's off my chest. I think that's sort of like the way Tayo is, and that's why a lot of the housemates can't stand him, because he's very outspoken. But I think, you know, if we speak out immediately, then those people know, okay, you know what, that was wrong, I can't do that, I can't cross that line, and it doesn't happen again. And then you can be sure you're acting on your own instinct and not because some other person has fed you some stuff. Like going back to the Tayo and Frankie fight, you know, it wasn't as bad as, you know, they made it seem, and Frankie and Tayo talked about it and they were over it. But then Alusa went behind and totally spun everything out of control and made it look like Tayo was the devil to Frankie. I mean, Tayo could be very annoying. He, you know, has a tendency sometimes to not know when to stop, but I honestly believe it was in good faith. It was just a joke and stuff. So I don't understand why people would let others tell them, oh, you shouldn't do this, oh, this is what he was saying. No, I don't need you to tell me that. And that's it. So I don't get why the housemates always do that. When Sheila played that game, the people she had spoken about should have come up straight to her and said, you know what, I don't like that, stop it. But they didn't, so they had to go back and have the talks behind, and then, of course, Sheila was going to be on the chopping board. By the way, does anyone notice Sheila and 265 sort of look alike? You know, the big bombs and the bald head. But Sheila's prettier, obviously. Okay, guys, it's time to take a break. And when we come back, we'll see what the fans are saying on Twitter. And we've got a lovely BBA superfan at Caltalicious who's going to tell us what she thinks of all the drama going down in Big Brother's home. Okay, don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back after the break.
Big Brother Hotshot. Big Brother Hotshot. If you got the talent, this could be your time. So rise to the challenge like you destined to shine. It's Big Brother like you never seen it, feel it. Don't go in unless you're going in it to win it. You'll need shades cause the spotlights are so bright. So when you reach that height, you will have to fight. All eyes on you. it's alright, gotta get into action. Swag out your passion, I like to live off, drive it up and you can cash in. Fame and fortune is all you got. When it's rise of the hot shots. Big Brother Hotshots starts 7 September, exclusive to DSTV Premium, DSTV Compact Plus, DSTV Compact, and DSTV Mobile.
You're welcome back to BBA Daily with Zibby, the podcast. Okay. So, I told you earlier before we went on the break that we were going to have a BBA superfan to share her views. Well, we've got a lovely BBA superfan, and she tells us what she thinks of all the drama that has been going on in Big Brother's house. So, here she is.
There was a lot of drama in that house starting from Friday throughout the weekend. I think that party kick-started people's abilities to go crazy and wild. Whoever thought that Miss Leveda had the ability to do all the things she did, we can all blame it on the alcohol. But there was fun, there was gossiping, there were people making a lot of noise. It had people breaking down doors, people getting angry, people with emotions that have been bottled up were let loose on Friday night. Idris was like a whole different person. I didn't think that he was capable of that, but then we really don't know what people are capable of. For me, there was a lot of fun just before the eviction when they had the Q&A and Frankie was pretending to be IK, and then Alusa took over, and then it was a no holds barred with personal questions. And big ups to Mackie too for finally admitting, or rather asking the question that rumor has it that Frankie was gay. And God knows, the guy is hot, but he can, he does know how to act like a diva. Mother Nature is hot, but he did summon the courage to ask Frankie, rumor has it you gay, and Frankie is straight as straight can be, and Quaitse being put on the spot about how she feels about Idris. I loved everything about the weekend. We saw people in a whole different light. It was something different. It wasn't just a particular group of people gossiping on one side, even though it did happen a lot of times. And the talk behind Leveda's back, it was almost as if on Saturday morning that nothing happened. Everyone was just being extra nice, extra cheery. I gotta say, the housemates really did kind of surprise me over the weekend. The evictions, there were no surprises. Maybe Alusa, I was kind of hoping that he would be taken out, but, because I think he had a lot of moments where he would go behind people's backs, talk here, talk there. But as for drama, I think this weekend had more drama than the entire 23 days put together. The didn't they mirror thing, I think didn't have as much to talk about as what happened over the weekend. I really enjoyed watching, for a change, actually.
That was the lovely Caltilicious. You can find her at Caltilicious. That's KALTEELICIOUS on Twitter. She's so cool, and gosh, I just love the way she sounds. I've been thinking I should get a co-host. Maybe Cal should be my co-host. If you think she should be my co-host, tweet her at Caltilicious. And of course, you can tweet me as well. My handle is at ZIBBYJ, ZibbyJ. So tweet me and tell me what you think. And if you think she should be the co-host, I think if you say, Cal, you should be the co-host, she can't say, no, I can't. Okay, so she said something about Frankie and Mackie too. I found that really awkward. I've said this earlier, I think Big Brother should really put a ban on people speculating on people's sexuality in the house. Because, we are in Africa, and being gay or, it's just so different for us. Yeah, when you're in Europe, it's fine, but you just can't accuse people of being gay, because in Nigeria, for instance, there's a law that says if you're gay, you go to prison for, is that 4 years or something? No, 15 years, yeah. And in Uganda, it's illegal to be gay. I know in some countries, some of the more liberal countries like South Africa, it's okay to be gay, but at the end of the day, even when they say it's okay to be gay, it's Africa. We have this belief that being gay is very un-African, and people will look at you different, treat you differently. So I think it's very unfair that Casey and Alusa speculated a lot about Frankie's sexuality. The good thing is, though, at least Mackie was the only one bold enough to bring it up to Frankie, so at least Frankie has an idea of what people are saying behind his back. But I still think it's wrong. So Big Brother, whoever is in charge, please, 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 make it illegal for housemates to stop speculating about people's sexuality. Frankie's not gay, man. How can he be gay? He's too hot. Plus, I mean, he's got a child. He's been married. So, guys, stop it. Casey, Alusa, whoever else is speculating about Frankie's sexuality, they need to be cautioned by Big Brother. It's unfair, it's wrong, and they may potentially jeopardize his life, his relationship, and his safety. So we don't want that, do we? It's all in the spirit of entertainment, but let's not cross that line when it comes to things like that. And while Mackie is talking about Frankie's sexuality, Mackie has a bit of a dark past as well. I guess you guys didn't know this. Should I say this? Should I say this? Should I say this? You know what? Just Google. You'll find it. I don't want to rain on anyone's parade, so just Google and you'll find out that, you know, Mackie has got his own skeletons in his cupboard. I think that's a particular reason why Mackie is very quiet. He doesn't speak much in the house because he's got something to hide. He's got something he doesn't want the other housemates to know about him. Because if they know about it, trust me, Mackie will be up every other week. So, if you're interested in finding out what Mackie's got to hide, or what Mackie's done, just, you know, he's popular in his country, and then there's the World Wide Web, so just use Google. Google's the best search engine, I think. And Google's not paying me for this advert, I promise. Okay, moving on from that, I think something weird is going on with Samantha and JJ. I'm recording right now, so I'm not watching, but I've just seen a tweet from Miss Kiki, and I think JJ called Samantha the B word. A witch with a B, yes. Weird stuff. I mean, I don't understand Samantha. You're not interested in JJ. Why are you leading him on? Behind him, you call him a short 23-year-old. You call him a midget and stuff. You know, all that is really degrading. So if you're not interested in him, why do you keep leading him on? And thing is, since JJ became head of house, Samantha leached onto him properly. Like, you know, she was even talking about them going on a date and stuff like that. Of course, JJ's done his swap now, so, you know, she's moved on. I'm also finding Samantha very irritating. Like, she keeps talking about the whole Goite situation with Idris. I mean, as a woman, and as someone who claims she's not interested in JJ, and talks about how JJ is hounding her behind his back, of course, she should understand how Goite feels about Idris. You can't force someone to love you. Samantha is painting Goite black to Idris. Even at some point yesterday, Idris even tried to defend Goite. I think Samantha's playing a nasty game and is gonna come around and bite her in her bum. Her big bum. Seriously, like, let go of it. It's not your business. You can't force someone to love you. Yeah, you're looking out for your friend, but you can't be looking out for your friend by dissing the other person. So, Samantha needs to just shut up and mind her damn business. Do you agree? Tweet me if you agree. Well, if you don't, well, you can still tweet me. Okay, so this is the part I love. You know, where we go to Twitter and get all the tweets from the BBA fans. Because, you know, I just love you guys so much. So, I need to talk about this though. Is it just me, or is Alusa not getting a lot of love from Kenyans? Because while Alusa was up, there was just so much going on. You know what? I'm just going to go to some of the tweets. Now, Robert Alai is a very, very popular Kenyan blogger. I follow him. I find out a lot of things going on from his tweets and his timeline. And it seems like people are not feeling him very, very much. Okay, so Robert Alai tweeted this on Sunday. Alusa safe. He should come back home already. And I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. Another user says, he's not safe yet. There's a tie. Let's hope he gets evicted. And then, another user, Fatma, says, we won an Oscar. BBA, Big Brother Hotshots got nothing on Kenya. Nice. And Robert Alai tweets, thank God he has been evicted. Shallow, boring, and useless. Oh my word. And then, Iyani tweets, hard to like. It seems like, you know, people are not just being too happy with Alusa. I think Alusa did get really sneaky in the house, and, you know, he did come across as petty. So I believe that's probably part of the reason why, you know, I think Kenyans don't just, you know, take crap. They're like Nigerians. If we have a housemate that's being weird, we'll cuss you out and tell you to come back home. You know, I mean, yeah, we're being all patriotic, but we have a problem with hiding evil. So I just wish you could apply the same law to our politicians and criminal leaders. Anyways, it's Big Brother, no politics involved. Okay, so let's go to tweets, and I've got a tweet from Sweet Love X, and she says, Kwankwa should just move his bed to the kitchen. Those in support, tweet I. I'm gonna tweet and say I. Mambi, and it's Ibiene tweet. Mambi to Tayo, if you need me, call me even when I'm long asleep. I'm the only sister you have here, Mambi. Right. That's what Mambi says, Tayo. I'm the only sister. I don't know, Mambi. You have, been shady to Tayo. I believe. I don't know. I don't trust that. And, Palazzo says, no evil planned against Samantha, Idris, and Tayo shall prosper. JJ must go hang himself, foolish boy. Oh, wow, child, ain't that serious. And Chigor88 has given the housemates some nicknames. BB Hotshots, she calls Tayo Drummer Boy, Idris House Boy, JJ Errand Boy, Clanclaw Messenger Boy, Lewis Lover Boy, Mr. Lover Man, shut up. Okay, and yes, so those are some of the tweets from our BBA fans. And I've got another tweet from Dope Girl Niger. She says, if you're dating Alusa 265 Casey or JJ, it's safe to say you're in a lesbian relationship because these ain't men. Oh, wow. Oh, and has anyone noticed, Casey has graduated from calling Ella his daughter to his sister and now his second wife. Yay! Seems like history is going to repeat itself all over with the Richard, Tatiana, and Richard's wife situation. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. You guys just cracked me up so much. The tweets are just so hilarious. I can't stop laughing. Sad news coming out from South Africa on the death of the South African capital of the Bafana. It's a real tragic situation. And it's a shame that people have no regards for human life anymore. People just take what they cannot create. So condolences to everyone who somewhere is feeling the pain of a loved one. Okay, guys, it's 8:29 a.m. and Zibby has got to go make some money. So I'm out of here now. But thank you for tuning in. And of course, don't forget you can keep up with me on Twitter at ZibbyJ. You can listen to all the podcasts on the website is www.thezibbyshow, which is ZIBBY, thezibbyshow.com. Follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/The Zibby Show. Okay, guys, I'm out. I love you, Africa. Oh, I learned a new word. I sent out a tweet this morning saying Ibole. Ibole is good morning in my language, which is Ikwe in Nigeria. And I wanted to know what, people all across Africa say for good morning. So apparently from the vendor in South Africa, it's Indi Macheloni. So Indi Macheloni, South Africa. And I got another tweet saying Inakwana, which is Hausa, which is, probably found in Nigeria and some parts of Africa as well. I know that because I did Hausa in secondary school. So when I saw that Inakwana, I just shouted a big, loud Lafia. And I've just got another tweet from the lovely Poppy Love. And she says, Migwo. Migwo is a language from Delta State of Nigeria. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a lovely day, and I hope at the end of the season I'll be able to say a lot more stuff in more African languages because I just love my beautiful people. This is for my people. Okay, you know what? I have to go. I've got a busy day ahead, and I love you all. Mwah. So this podcast will be up in about an hour. Goodbye. Mwah. Bye.